Today on Beardo and Weirdo, we're being joined by the girl who got injured at the Louder Than Life Festival, and we have a surprise for her. And Chris is a better human being than me, once again, as he helps out kids. What an asshole.
And also talking about Phil from LA Guns, the bass player. You know how mad Phil Lewis would be if he knew I got him confused with a bass player?
Yeah.
Cincinnati, Ohio. It is I, Chris Cale from the rock and roll band Five Finger Death Punch, with my co-host of Beardo and Weirdo, Mr. Craig Gass.
Comedian from Howard Stern, King of Queens, Family Guy, etc., etc., etc.
Seahawks fan, too.
Oh, why you got to do that to me?
Because I'm a Cincinnati fan. I want louder cheers for me because I am the real deal.
We're coming to Cincinnati is what's important. We're going to be at the Madison Theater on Friday, October 17th, doing stand-up comedy and recording a live episode of Beardo and Weirdo. MadisonTheater.com. Also, get your tickets at getgas.com. Getgas with 2 S's.com.
And I promise you one thing, Andy Dalton will not be in the building if I have anything to do with it.
Wow, that is a strong statement.
Woo!
This is one of the craziest stories I have heard about a concert in a long time. There is a concert festival that this wonderful girl, Jasmine, who's on the line with us right now, was at. Larger Than Life? Louder Than Life.
Yep.
Louder Than Life.
Larger Than Life is a Kiss song off of Kiss Alive 2.
That is. I was like, I do that all the time.
Yeah.
Louder Than Life Festival, where crowd surfers, like you see at every show, everybody was having a great time. People are crowd surfing. And a weird thing is happening that's being reported all over social media, that the crowd surfers were just being treated like shit by other concert goers. And at one point, a crowd surfer was thrown in the direction of Jasmine. And Jasmine, what happened when that person was thrown at you?
Well, they landed directly on top of my head.
Whew.
And it knocked me out almost instantly.
Oh my. Now, how tall are you, Jasmine? What is your size?
I'm only
there?
5 foot.
5 foot.
I'm only 5
Okay.
foot.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So people
I'm
around
itty
you dropped that ball too.
Yes,
Ooh.
they did. And everyone around me was a lot taller than I am
Mm-hmm.
by a lot. But yeah, they threw him on top of me. I went down to the ground almost instantly. Once I was on the ground, knocked out, I had a seizure.
Oh my.
Yep, I had a seizure, and it took a long time for medics to get there. So my husband and my best friend had to carry me out of the crowd.
Man.
It was scary for a lot of people.
Man.
I read in your firsthand account about it when you posted on Facebook about it that you said that you could hear somebody talking to you, that you have a memory of, like, your eyes weren't open, but you have a memory of somebody talking to you through the whole thing.
Yes. It was a very lovely woman. I have since then connected with her and 2 other people that were there, actually. One was an EMT that was working the festival, but was not on the clock that day. So they just so happened to be in the crowd next to me.
Whoa.
Thank God for that.
Absolutely.
And 2 other lovely ladies that were standing by helping. And thank God for them.
Man.
And this festival, you post about that. Chris told me about this. Chris is the one who was like, did you hear about this girl? We should try to find who this girl is.
Yeah, Louder Than Life is a festival in Kentucky, which is like my home state.
Yeah.
So when I heard about this happening, I mean, I see, as a member of Five Finger Death Punch, we see people crowd surfing all the time.
Yeah.
And I'm aware of dangers that are possible when you see a crowd surfer.
What's different about this event and where Jasmine got injured is that it was the concert attendees who were being shitheads. And didn't you get messages or replies from people saying they heard people yelling, throw them, or like...
it was much more vulgar. It was, much more vulgar. They were all chanting to drop people.
Yeah.
It was not
people
great.
in the crowd were chanting to drop the crowd surfers.
Yeah.
Do you remember that happened?
And it started during the Evanescence show, which happened just before Sleep Token's show.
Wow. And you heard those chants before the injury happened, before you got hurt?
So I heard them during the Evanescence show. Where we were standing for the Sleep Token show, it was happening more at the front. From what I understand, it was a security team member that started the chanting and was instructing people in the crowd to chant it to other people.
Oh boy. And when you got hurt, did you see the person coming towards you? Or did you just
I did not.
You got completely caught?
So you were facing the stage and someone came from behind you.
So actually what happened was everybody was so close together.
Mhm.
I mean, you could not breathe. There was no room for air.
Yeah.
So we brought some electric fans with us,
Mhm.
and I turned around to grab one off of my friend's neck, and I used it. Right as I looked down to use this fan on my face, this guy came crashing down on my head.
Yeah.
And how are you now? How is your recovery going?
It's going. I'm going to be better. I'm still having some issues with double vision, vertical double vision, which is not good.
Mhm.
And I had a pre-existing spinal injury, and so it has not helped that at all.
Yeah.
It's actually gotten a lot worse. So I'll be starting with injection therapy next week and surgery after that.
I hate that this happened because of the behavior of the people at the concert. That bothers me so much. Punk rock shows have always been about taking care of each other. Metal shows that I've gone to since I was a kid, it's all about, making sure everybody, like, you see somebody fall down in the pit,
you pick them up.
Pick them up. You all
That's
right?
the rule.
Everybody picks them up, and you make sure everybody's okay. And it bothers me that the crowd at this show was being shitty like that. I was talking to Jasmine. I was asking her about, just as a music fan, who do you want, like, who are you most excited to see at the show?
Yeah.
And first words out of her mouth, she goes, Hot Milk. And I go, Hot Milk?
Hot Milk.
I was like, I love Hot Milk. Are they doing, Hot Milk is performing music now?
Yeah.
And I was like, I love Hot Milk. And I was like, I didn't even know Hot Milk was a band. And I was like, oh, wow. And she's like, yeah, I want to see Hot Milk. I want to see Rob Zombie.
Yeah.
And then I looked up, I started looking up Hot Milk, and I go, holy shit, this band's really, it's a brand new band from England. Are they from England?
Yeah. So you didn't get you didn't get a chance to see them at the show because of the injury?
I actually, thank God, was able to see them the same day before this happened.
Okay.
Yeah, when I was texting her about it, I said, I just looked up Hot Milk. Those guys are fucking cool. She goes, they're really cool. And she just sent me this she goes, they got a cool song called Glass Spiders, Candy Coated Lies. There's a song called Breathing Underwater. Yeah. And the singer is funny as hell.
Nice.
She's a smoke show. And I was like,
smoke show.
Wow. And she's a smoke show.
Well, Mr. Alex, let's go ahead and pull up that smoke show and surprise Miss Jasmine here right now.
No.
Miss Jasmine, we have a guest.
We have somebody who wants to say,
oh my God. Hi.
The smoke show has arrived.
The smoke show. How are you? Oh my goodness.
I'm all right. We've just played a gig and I've had a few margaritas, but not too many. Don't worry. Still comprehensive. Still in the room.
This is Han, the singer of Hot Milk, on the line with us. And
hello.
Hi.
I reached out to him to tell her what was going on. And I said, we have this, I don't know if you heard about the story, but this girl's a huge fan of yours. Would it be okay to come in and join us to say hello? And she said, absolutely. And we just figure out the time zone and make it work. So
absolutely.
And Han, you're doing shows everywhere. You're doing clubs, you're doing festivals. So you see crowd surfing everywhere you go.
Of course. Yeah. It's part of the nature of being in a rock band. It's like, it's part of the culture and it's part of the grassroots part of it, and I think, quite frankly, I'm a bit disgusted what happened to you.
Yeah.
I don't know how I don't know what you guys have been talking about, but yeah, it's not on, is it really? It's not on.
Yeah. Well, from everything we're gathering, it was the audience, it was the behavior and the vibe of the audience that night at the show, that the audience was getting shitty with the crowd surfers, and the audience started to chant to throw the crowd surfers. Yeah. And which I've never seen. I've never seen that at a show.
You know what it is? It's like, because a lot of those fans, I don't think, come from like rock backgrounds.
Exactly.
I think a lot of people have discovered Sleep Token through, the internet. And so it's brought people that don't understand what it means to be in a rock band. And, we know them guys as well. And I know that they've all been in rock bands before Sleep Token, and they are part and parcel of the scene as well. So they will also be upset about this.
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
Hey, kudos to you on the Fugazi shirt there. Definitely a crowd. You're going to see some crowd surfing out there if you ever get a chance to go see them. Yeah, and that's another thing, too. Like crowd surfing, you expect it in like a punk rock club. Yeah. But this is a festival. There is thousands upon thousands, tens of thousands of people out there. There's an appropriate time to do it and a non-appropriate time. You got to think about your surroundings out there and take particular vigilance for your fellow concert goers out there.
You do, but it's also a dick move to not go, oh, there's someone here, let's help them out. Like, who does that in their mind to think, oh, I'm not going to help this person get safely to where they're going. It's also a split second of your time.
Absolutely.
We've all done it, been the person that's either crowd surfed or helped them along. And that's what you're supposed to do. Like, it's just etiquette. It's just general politeness.
That's exactly politeness. It. Yeah, general human kindness.
Well, the cool thing is, for Jasmine, as someone who's a fan, is that you have a moment here where you can actually talk to Han here and just tell her how much you love her band.
Yep.
Listen, it's unreal that this is even happening right now. I did not expect it in the least bit. And honestly, you were the best show that I saw that day. The whole time that I was there.
Thank you very much. That's very kind.
It made my whole day, and it's honestly one of the only memories that I do get to have of that festival. And it was a really good one. So I really appreciate it. You absolutely rocked it. You absolutely rocked it.
I'm very uncomfortable with praise, but I'll take it from you.
That's a real musician, by the way. That's a real musician or a comedian. Uncomfortable with praise.
Oh yeah, exactly.
She was funny as shit. I'll tell you what. Oh man, she had the crowd going the whole time.
Really?
Yes, she did. She had a crowd member putting sunscreen on her shoulders. From off the stage. Yeah, she was cooking up there.
Oh, that's hilarious. I love that. Well, Han, thank you for joining us, Han. And everything I've seen, I had never heard of your band until Jasmine told me about you guys. I looked you guys up, and you guys are cool as shit. And the fact that you're actually on a moment's notice joining us to be able to talk to somebody who's been through what Jasmine has been through makes you even cooler. So
absolutely,
thank you for making time to join on this call.
This is all about Jasmine, mate, and it's about like sending the message that like Sleep Token are a rock band, expect rock band things.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Han. And Jasmine, next time you see Chris or I in a town that you're nearby, please hit us up. We'd love to have you come out to a show.
Absolutely. Yep.
Absolutely.
Carte blanche.
I'll
get you on the side of the stage, keep you away from all the crowd surfers. The only thing you got to watch is the swinging of the beard over there. It might take an eye out. So
and at my comedy shows, the only thing that gets hurt is my feelings from the crowd not laughing at my shows. So
that never happens.
Yeah.
Never.
Laugh, even if it's ingenuine.
Yeah. And Han, thank you so much for coming on. Is there anything that you want to plug, and where can people find you as well?
Well, again, I'm uncomfortable with plugging myself, but I would always just say, if you can make it to a Hot Milk show, come down and you can crowd surf till your heart's content.
I love it.
Love it.
I love it. Check out Hot Milk. Google them. Watch their music videos. They're a really cool band. I was very stoked to get turned on to them through Jasmine. Thank you, Jasmine. Thank you, Han. And I'll see you guys soon.
All right, thank you.
Look after yourselves, yeah?
You as well.
You as well.
Absolutely.
See you guys soon. Very cool, man.
That is so cool.
Look at that. Bringing people together, sharing stories. Got a concussion at the show.
I can't even imagine that.
Gave her some hot milk here for recovery.
The only time I've ever heard of somebody getting hurt is because they go in and they go too hard. Or like I have friends who haven't been in a pit in like 10, 15 years and they go in and they just break their butthole like in the first like 2 minutes.
Yeah, see with us, like we started off like as a really heavy band. The first record, Way of the Fist, is heavy, playing clubs and just there was a vibe and an intensity. And you would kind of expect that sort of stuff. And as the band grew, as we started getting into bigger places, you'll see young kids up in the very front row, families all over the place. And, we're still a heavy metal band, but we've reached a bigger audience now where, our fans are still pretty damn crazy. But there's like, you'll see crowd surfers coming up over and you'll see like this little kid, 13 or 14 in the front row, just singing along to every word. And then all of a sudden a crowd surfer comes in, boom.
Oh yeah.
Right on the rail. It's the worst thing to see as performing. It's like, they have no idea that it's coming. And you'll see fans are pretty good about protecting those kids up in the front. But, every now and then something like that's going to happen and it's going to be the right conditions or the wrong conditions. And it's just going to hit, it's scary. The one scariest thing I've ever seen, I'm not a big fan of crowd surfing. By all means, I'm a guy in the pit going around. If you want to get crazy and go crazy, the pit is right. You have to go there.
Mm-hmm.
But crowd surfing, you don't know what's going on behind you. You're just boom, inadvertently, you're in that the path of the crowd surfer. There was one time I forgot where we were playing. It was the band had started taking off like pretty solid at that point, and the venue clearly did not know that we'd gotten bigger since the last time Death Punch had been there. And there was maybe 4 security guards across this entire front of the stage.
Oh no!
Yes, and I was just like, oh my God, that's not going to be enough. And crowd surfing starts happening, and you see these 4 overwhelmed security guards because they didn't staff enough people for that show with us and these crazy fans that we have. You know, people are here to have a good time, going crazy out there. And there was this one kid. I'm watching him going headfirst on his back, heading up towards the front of the stage. Somebody else falls over here. 3 of the 4 security guards run to this guy.
Oh no,
This
leaving
kid-
a giant gap.
Giant gap. No one's paying attention. This kid went, okay, his head is here, comes backwards, lands. I thought for sure I saw someone's life change
Wow.
in that moment.
Wow.
The way his neck landed on that rail coming down, I could have swore I saw like the bump right there. And I was like, I just watched somebody get paralyzed. And I'm up on stage like, my God, what is going on? And the kids, you see the fear in his face. I think he jumps up. He's like, yeah, let's go. And I saw him 3 or 4 times after that. I was like, my God, you are so lucky. So I was scared to death because I was like, I just witnessed someone get effed up. And whew, man, it was scary. So I'm always, we have a really good history of, Ivan pays attention to the crowd out there all the time. There's so many videos. You can go on
we
there.
talked about one a few episodes ago where I was talking about how
Yep.
Ivan stopped the show and said, hey, I was going to make this announcement. I'm going to say it once.
Yep.
If I see one more person trying to feel up a girl on top of the crowd, I'm coming out there personally. I'm going to beat the shit out. And the place went, yeah. And I was
Absolutely.
like, whoa, I'd never seen that at a metal show before.
Yep. And vice versa. Like if someone's getting manhandled by security, he will stop the show, be like, hey, this is our family.
Yeah.
It's a family environment. We're all there having the same fun.
But again, the difference between these experiences we've had and what we've been talking about with Jasmine and Han is the fact that it was the crowd that was being shitty to each other and being shitty to other concert goers who were trying to have a great experience, which is really just a story that needs to get out there. And people need to know if this is your, I mean, it just sounds like, have you never been to a concert? That's my first thought. It's like, do you not know that we take care of each other? That was the thing that really blew me away at my first couple of experiences of being in a pit, is seeing that there's actually people in the pit helping each other up who fall.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and then now, I mean, I'd rather be up on the sides watching.
Because we're
You know?
princesses now.
Yeah.
We are
Oh, yeah.
pit princesses up at the top.
Or older.
No, I'm a princess. Yeah. People do ask, like, what's
Do you know-
changed since I've joined Death Punch? That's the one big thing that has changed is like, I do still go on the floor.
Yeah.
But for the most part,
You stay
I
there.
have to like either be on the side stage, hang out with the
Right.
band, or up at like a balcony booth somewhere just away. Because if I go to a rock show, it's going to be a 4-hour meet and greet.
Yeah.
When I walk in the door, I'm very full frontal. If you
Yeah.
know me
Yeah.
and the band, you know it's me.
Yeah.
Even though Josh down in Arizona just this past week was like, I thought that was you at the show.
Right.
Who the hell else is it going to be? I mean, if dumbass.
Yeah, I think
I said it, Zach.
for me, it's definitely that you do it enough times, you're like, all right, you know what? I just want to be comfortable. I want to enjoy the show and just be comfortable. So I'd rather be up on the sides, watching, just chilling out. But was this Arizona? Was this the trip that you did with the kids?
I did that here in Las Vegas, actually.
Oh, that was here.
Yeah. Speaking of like family and taking care of different fans, I got invited to RAPA, R-A-P-A, which is the Rock Academy of Performance Art. I believe that's it. We'll double check that and put that on the screen.
Okay.
But I know it's RAPA, R-A-P-A,
Okay.
at a place called Delta Academy here in Las Vegas. It is kind of like a School of Rock thing where
Nice.
it's a magnet school here in town in Las Vegas. And there's a music program where kids come in, they rehearse songs, they play music together. They've got all kinds of different instruments in there.
Okay.
And yep, we got a picture of the group that I was with coming up right here. Yep, right there, hanging out with the kids after their performance.
This is like I have had dreams like this where I'm a grown man and I finally get to graduate high school because I never graduated high school.
Yeah.
And this is what my graduation picture looks like.
Yeah.
I'm older than everybody in there.
Same, exact same. Yeah. We are entertainers.
By the
we
way,
had no time for school.
I had a couple senior years. I still don't have a diploma. I don't, man. I went to high school for a long time.
Yeah.
But I got to go on 2 senior trips.
Of course, that's why you did it. I know you.
Yeah, I went on
working those free trips even back then.
And I attend the reunions for each of my senior years. True story. But
I don't doubt it at all, Craig.
But this is an amazing thing, man. So these kids, I don't even know, what is a magnet school when you say magnet school?
I have no idea. It's a private school essentially. Okay. Yeah. So these kids have like the rehearsal area is awesome. They learn how to do like music recording.
Nice.
Audio production. There was piano players in there, guitarists, bass, vocalists, drums, everything.
So it's just creative
male,
kids.
female. Yeah. And this reminds me, like, I stopped going to school because I didn't have something like this. I had to create my own rappa at home. I would go to school early in the morning, go to school. I would really go to the pinball machine, put a quarter in, play until noon. After that noon, I would walk away because I had one class that I would go to. Home ec, because I was the only dude in that class.
I was going to say.
I got to go in there, flirt with girls the whole time. And then I had my upstairs attic room back in Kentucky. I would have my fellow musician friends, Paul, Will, I can't remember who all was back then, but we would go up in the attic from like 1:30 until about 4:30, practicing, rehearsing. Cops would get called all the time.
Were you supposed to be in school?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I was in school. I was learning. I create my own rappa at home. And
so your school days were play pinball.
Yep.
And then go up in the attic and play with music with your friends.
Very important piece you forgot. Flirting with girls at home.
Flirting with girls at home.
Yep. And my mom.
Did you do it with the helmet?
I did a lot of things with my helmet, Craig.
Yeah. So
I'm reflecting. But then my mom would come home. I would kick everybody out at like 4:30.
So your mom didn't know what was going on?
No.
No shit.
Yeah. So mom and dad would come home at like 5:30. My mom would always ask me, Chris, how was school? What'd you learn today? I'd like, Mom, I learned a lot today. Not technically lying.
Right.
Lies of omission, like we love.
Yeah, of course.
Started even way back then. So I was particularly happy with that these kids have a place to go. And they were actually learning a 5-Finger Death Punch song.
No shit.
For their performance they're going to be doing coming up. And I've got that in there under the video there.
So they're going to do it for a show?
Yep. I heard it.
Oh, this is them?
Yeah. Yep. Playing Never Enough.
No shit.
Yep. Yeah, so these kids learned the 5-Finger Death Punch song. I got to go in there and they performed this for a member of 5-Finger Death Punch. And no nerves. I think there might have been a little bit of nerves, but consummate professionals.
Wow.
And here's my appearance coming up. And just having so much fun. Yeah. So kudos to those kids. Kudos to the program. Rappa over at Delta Academy.
How did they contact you?
The main guy, I forget his name, from Rappa, messaged me forever ago. Because I have a particular story about how a music teacher changed my life.
I remember.
Ages back, where I had my 9th grade music teacher. He knew that I wanted to play bass. I was talking about auditioning for bass once I got into 10th grade for the jazz band.
And he gave you a come to Jesus conversation.
Absolutely. Yeah. He goes, in very succinct words, he said,
blunt terms.
If you want to play bass, fucking play bass. Quit dicking, quit dicking
Get
around.
Over here.
Yeah, quit dicking around in class. Fucking play bass. And after that conversation, I bought my first bass like 2 or 3 weeks after that.
No shit.
And it was, and now it's musical history. So yeah, I'm very, very big on music education. Giving these kids a place to go in there. Everybody was so happy. I was giving out guitar picks, and actually, they gave me something as well. I just casually brought it up that they had a electronic drum set sitting over there, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm going to get one of those because I want to put it in my house was gonna say my room.
You didn't take the electronic drum kit from the kids, did you?
They had like 3 of them. Yeah. So they gave me one and he's like, go ahead. I was like, I can't take that from you guys.
Yeah.
He's like, no, seriously. Like, thank you for coming in. Here's this. This was donated. We want it's in a box. We're not going to use it because we got 2 more already.
Wow.
So when I have a brand new bass coming out in January from Spectre, new signature model for me. I'm giving them my bass guitar.
Oh, how cool is that?
Yeah, so it gives me another chance to go back and give them that brand new
It just looks a little weird to go and help the kids out and then walking out with a keyboard and a tuba.
Yeah. I haven't carried my own equipment forever. Those kids brought that to the car, Craig.
Even funnier.
Yeah.
I love the idea of giving back to kids and seeing positive things happen.
Absolutely.
Especially after that depressing story that we just had about, young people being shitheads to other young people at concerts.
It's all about lifting people up, literally.
Yep.
Literally, if you're crowd surfing, lifting those people up, lifting these kids up, giving them an opportunity. Because my God, I was even telling a story about music at the end of my mom's life, connecting us when she couldn't talk. We still had a moment musically. So music brings people together all around the world. And yeah, there's so many opportunities.
What was the moment with your mom with music?
When she was sick, like months before she got sick, I had told her, hey, Mom, I got a song that's going to be on the new Death Punch record. Gold Gutter, the music for that, I had written during the pandemic, and it ended up on the Death Punch record. So I sent it to my mom, the file. Being a mom, she couldn't figure out how to open it. So I said, Mom, next time I see you, I'll play that song for you. Well, next time I saw her, she was catatonic, had some health issues and was close to the end. And, she wasn't saying nothing at all. And my dad and I slept in the room that night. The next morning, I had brought my speaker. I had like this little Bose speaker, a Bluetooth speaker. And I was like, hey, Mom, I'm going to play that song for you. Mom hadn't been making any noise whatsoever. And then I started playing that song, and she started like making noise for the first time in that entire time.
Really?
Yeah. My dad was like, I think she's trying to tell you that she's hearing it. And I was like, it was like a moaning and kind of like it sounded very uncomfortable. And I was like, Mom, I get it. Every time I hear Ivan's voice, I'm going to turn that shit off too. I get it. Yeah. So even with her being unable to speak, once that music started, she heard it. I knew she was there at that point. I was like, oh my, like she's still in there. Yeah.
You know what? There's a moment I wanted to show you. Last week we had Whitfield on the show, Whitfield Crane from Ugly Kid Joe. And then I went to the show afterwards and I wanted to show you this clip. But before I show you that, I do want to point out, there's a couple stories I tried to get Whitfield to tell.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. And I was like, come on, man. And then when I went to go hang out with him at his show on Fremont, he told me a story and he goes, you can tell this story.
Okay.
And I go, yeah. And he goes, yeah, go ahead and tell the story. So Whitfield has a story where he had an emotional moment with Lemmy from Motorhead. And he said, he goes, Lemmy, I want you to know, I really, in my life, you've really become a father figure to me. And he said there was like a long pause. And Lemmy just went. And he goes, is that bad? And Lemmy goes, I always thought we were more like brothers.
Yeah.
But I noticed this moment. Ugly Kid Joe is on stage and I didn't even see him. But Whitfield sees a kid in the crowd and this exchange happens.
Let's see.
5 years old.
Check it out.
Yeah.
Check it out. Emmett, I like your Iron Maiden t-shirt. Very cool. Very cool. Now here's the deal. Give it up for Emmett. Come on. Okay, here's the deal. There's just different ways to do things. I don't really want to be too judgy about it, but Emmett could be home playing video games. But no! His parenting style is heavy metal shows.
And he's wearing a little Iron Maiden t-shirt.
I love it.
Oh, so they start playing Iron Maiden?
Yeah. And gave him a pick too. See, that's the community spirit that we're talking about at these shows.
But check out the segue where they go into from here.
You get the Let Me shirt on too.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Right? So here's the deal. If this song goes out to his father and his young 5-year-old self and everybody here, but mainly these two, this song is entitled Cats in the Cradle.
Oh!
Whitfield, from me to you. Bravo, sir.
Right?
That is perfect.
Perfect segue. The guy with his 5-year-old kid with him in the crowd, man.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's these shows, by the way, on Fremont.
Yep.
So much fun. Like during the whole summer, they do free concerts every week at Fremont, downtown Las Vegas.
I actually saw Doc in there with George Lynch and
That's right.
sitting right back on that side stage over there.
So there's oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
Whitfield was so much fun.
Yeah.
The other video,
Such a wonderful human being. Just a great vibe.
dude,
Great energy.
listen, I told you, man.
Yeah.
There's a moment in another video I want to show you though that really threw me.
Yeah.
Which was that in the other video, Whitfield goes, "Hey, you guys want to hear some AC/DC? I want my buddy to play you some." And it's his, what's his name? Klaus is his guitar player. And he goes, "I want you to hear some AC/DC. Klaus has been practicing this, and I want you to interpret what happens here."
Okay.
Play AC/DC! Klaus, your whole life led up to this. Don't fuck it up, bro.
Nice. Boom, 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 boom.
So get your hands up in the air and do what this man is doing. Clap your hands, come on.
So did he steal that from AC/DC?
It's still different. Yeah. It's different enough.
Dude, this background is
hey,
so
Whitfield. Craig said it, not me. Yep.
But I'm wondering if that's what he was doing right there. Dude, this is such a sing-along song.
Absolutely. Man, that man at taco back there is making me hungry too.
Yeah.
Yes, I do want a taco.
It really is nothing like Las Vegas, man.
Yeah.
These shows.
Yeah, this is at Fremont Street, the Fremont Street Experience, the big, incredible place.
The overhang, with
Yeah.
the digital board. And there's people just rolling up above the crowd that are like
Yeah, the zip line up above it.
zip line up above.
Yeah, there used to be a really cool place down there. Jillian's, I think, was down there. I saw so many bands. I was talking about that. I saw Machine Head down there. I saw Chimera. So many good bands out there. Yeah,
Isn't
that's
Chimera from Cleveland?
cool. Yep,
I
I'm going all the way to Aftershock this coming up weekend, and Chimera is one of the biggest reasons I'm going to go down there to go see them. The last time they played California at the Whiskey in Los Angeles, I drove from Vegas to go see them there.
Just Chimera.
Yeah, I've been a long time fan. I actually wanted to audition for them when I was still living in Kentucky, and they went with Jim. I think it turned out okay though.
Yeah. I think I knew one of the guys from Chimera. I'm trying to see if I still have that phone number. But there was a guy who quit the band. I don't have his phone number anymore.
Jason, maybe? He's playing with Spine Shank, and he'll be at there on Sunday too.
I love that you're always hyping up other bands that you check out. And I don't know anything about Demon Hunter, but you have been posting like crazy about Demon Hunter and promoting the shit out of that band.
These guys, some of the best people, just genuine human beings. I've known them for a long, long time. I love Ryan Clark's voice. He is just so super smooth. He's super quiet in person. You could tell he's a thinker and very reflective, and just controls the stage. I have known those guys for years, and I actually drove from Vegas down to Tempe, Arizona this past weekend to go see Demon Hunter at the Nile Theater down there. And they were like, hold on, you drove 5 hours to come down here for this? Yeah, I'm a fan.
Wow.
Yeah, I had the day off and, went down there to go check it out. And there's a picture of me hanging out with the guys from Demon Hunter. John, I don't know where you went. It's a very convenient picture where the bass player is not in it and I'm with them right now. Yeah, I actually told them ages ago before John joined. I was like, hey man, like Death Punch, we're off a whole lot. So if you only do like 16 shows a year. So if you need somebody,
that's
by all means. I think it was one of those things where they're like, we're not asking the dude from Death Punch. He's not going to like being out with us. But I love each one of these guys.
What's the name of the current bass player for Demon Hunter?
John Dunn. Yeah.
And I hate that I said current. I didn't mean anything by that. I'm just saying.
We are all current bass players. Yeah, I am currently the one holding the bass for Five Finger Death Punch. There's always going to be somebody younger and cheaper.
I just always wonder if that's
with less of a mouth than me.
I just always wonder if that's a weird thing where you see another bass player stepping into a photo like this, like, hey, what were you guys talking about? What were we talking about with Chris? Because dude, I hear about shit like that happening. I told you that there are security guys who I know who they work for other artists, and then they'll go backstage to other shows, and then they'll try to pull the artist aside and go, hey, I know that you got a good team here, but if you want to save $10.
Yeah. Happens with Tex too. Tex will come up to me. Hey man, how you liking your guy? Is everything working out for you?
No, you never told me that before.
Oh yeah, happens a lot. Yeah.
Do you get that for all kinds of jobs, like tour manage, whatever?
All the time. Yeah.
No
shit. One of our old tour managers just called me, texted me the other day, and he's like, hey man, can you give me a call when you get a second? I'm like, I'm off. I ain't calling nobody. No, I'm not doing it. And then he's like, I'm not. Like the next day, he sent me another message. He's like, I'm not trying to mess you up or anything. I just wanted to ask about the massage therapist that you guys had, because he was going to hire our massage therapist, Wanda, and wanted to get a reference.
Okay.
Wanda, hope you get the job. She's awesome. Doubles as like a wardrobe tech as well. Okay. So yeah, she's incredible. Some of the deepest, you know me, I love a deep
painful
tissue. Oh,
painful.
Yeah.
She'll
do cupping and all that stuff. Yeah.
The only time in my life that I've ever had chronic pain was 2 years ago. My shoulder was fucked up. And I had somebody who was, it was a Thai massage.
Oh, the best.
It hurt so much.
Yeah.
But in the same way.
Look at me lighten up.
Yeah. In the same way, I was like, oh, that felt so good afterwards. Like that tension, that pain that I had, it was like, oh, it was worth it. It was worth it for the pain.
I want to give a free plug to D Thai out here in Las Vegas. DEETHAI. Every massage therapist I've had over there is absolutely incredible. Thai massage is where there's bars in the ceiling and they actually walk on your back.
Yep.
And my God, you get so much pressure in there. The girl, Kiki was her name. And my God, my shoulders are jacked all the time from lifting and, carrying the show, So.
What an asshole. So I'm just sitting here watching you just walking right into this fucking slap.
I came up with that right there too. Yep. I was going to say carrying Five Finger Death Punch, but that pays more.
Yeah.
So I wanted to make sure that I shit on this instead of the main gig.
It's weird when I feel pain from a massage, I know that is something that needs to be worked out. If they get into a sensitive spot where I'm like, what the fuck is that?
Oh yeah.
I know that you need to work on that, dude, so that I don't have that tension and that pain.
I almost tapped a couple of times.
Really?
I remember thinking about an hour. I do a 2-hour massage because I'm messed up. And I remember about an hour and 15 minutes into it. I'm like, this is not even fun. Why am I doing this? This is awful.
That's hilarious.
And then I got up and was like, woo! Yeah. I feel 49 again.
I think it's a funny conversation, though, the idea that people come up and they try to pull you aside, like, hey, if you ever need an assistant, you ever need security, whatever. Yeah. There's also people that will come up to us, because I know it happens to me, so I know it happens to you. In your travels, someone will hand you a business card and go, hey, man, I'm a fan. If you ever need dry cleaning, it's always like some random business card. If you're ever in Columbus, Ohio, you need your car detailed. Is there any random one that you were like, when am I ever going to use this?
All the time.
Yeah. The one I think I told you was in New Jersey at the rest area. New Jersey has those on the turnpike. They have those rest areas.
You go there a lot, don't you?
It's like
correct. getting mouth massages over there.
The rest areas in Jersey, those turnpike stops have like McDonald's and a Starbucks and
mouth massages
and a food court, whatever. I was with my ex.
I've been on the road, Craig. I know.
I was with my ex.
Yep.
Got some Sbarros.
She wasn't cool with that.
She got whatever, and then we go to the register, and this guy walked up to the cashier and said, "Let me take care of this." And he goes, "Mr. Guest, it's a pleasure to have you here." And he goes, "This meal's on me." And I was like, "Oh shit, thank you." And he's like,
"Let me get a couple more Sundays." Hey, you guys back there? You all said hi when I walked in the building. You don't need anything over there?
And then he goes, we sit down, and at the end of the meal, he comes by and he goes, "Craig, I just wanted to give you my card." He's like, "I'm a big fan." He starts telling me about wherever he knew me from.
Yeah.
Howard Stern, whatever. And he goes, "If you ever want to come back, let me know anytime." And I was like, okay. So if I ever need to take a shit, I'll get on the Jersey Turnpike, come down here and take a shit. You'll give me a sliced pizza.
I love it. There you go. You do love free stuff, though. Yep.
I do.
Yep.
We all love free stuff. Don't pin that on me, man.
Yep.
When we were at Sebastian Bach's house and we saw Tape Face for the first time, it's like Carrot Top was there. All these musician guys were there. What's the guy who used to play bass for Ozzy on the Bark at the Moon?
Rudy?
No, not Rudy. It was Bark at the Moon, Phil Susan.
Oh, yeah, Phil. I forgot about
Susan. And
I always think of him as LA Guns. I always forget that he was also with...
that's Phil Lewis. I'm thinking of Phil Lewis was in LA Guns.
You said Phil. They're all the same.
Yeah, Phil.
Sorry, guys. Don't hit me.
But we saw Tape Face there, and
Yeah.
Tape Face is a huge performer here on the Vegas Strip. And you and I at the same time were like, "Oh man, I want to be friends with that guy so I can get into his show."
Comp tickets.
Yeah. And it turned out that Tape Face and I have something in common. We both got screwed over by the same promoter in New Zealand who is notorious for screwing people over.
Yep.
I mean,
are we working with him when we're going over there
no,
in November?
Thank God we are not. Which, by the way, we have a huge show coming up in Cincinnati.
Yes.
October 17th. We are performing at, this is your backyard, Madison Theater in Covington, right over the water in the Cincinnati area. October 17th, Chris Kale and I are coming down to do stand-up comedy, and we're also going to be doing a live podcast of Beardo and Weirdo in Cincinnati. Friday, October 17th, we're also coming to New Zealand, Australia, Green Bay, and Anaheim. All the dates are at getgas.com. Getgas with 2 S's.com. And
then I want to tie it off with one more thing here at the end.
Sure.
Putting this all together, talking about kids playing music, talking about people stealing jobs, talking about promoting bands that I love, Demon Hunter.
Talking about guys named Phil who you think are in Ozzy's band and the singer of LA Guns. Sure.
I got to look. I'm pretty sure he played bass with them at some point. Yeah.
All right. But tying that all in.
See, now you got me all flustered. I'm like, I'm getting red over here. There was at the Demon Hunter show, Ryan Clark, the vocalist for Demon Hunter, his brother was there who used to be in Demon Hunter with his son, Cash Clark. Cash jumped up on stage, and this kid reminds me of me at that age so much. Even with his long hair, he had the little sideburns like I had back in the day. This kid is a shredder, and I caught a little video of him, so I want to give him a plug out there as well. Cash Clark. Look at this kid.
How old is this kid?
He can't be 16, maybe? Yeah, Ryan's nephew from Demon Hunter, Cash Clark.
No way. Wow.
Yep. He's got a death metal band down there in Arizona, and they're looking at putting out a release next year. So follow Cash Clark.
There's a lot of heavy bands in Arizona, man. I lived in Arizona for 13 years. A lot of heavy bands, a lot of coke, a little bit of crystal meth.
Stay away from it all, Cash. Take it from us.
Just stay away from me. That was the problem. If you were around me, there's going to be some cocaine or crystal meth involved.
Yeah, but just a wonderful human being. All those guys, and I was going to say Five Finger Death Punch. That's bullshit. Demon Hunter. Wonderful human beings. Cash Clark, which is Ryan Clark's nephew. And man, go get the new album, There Was a Light Here by Demon Hunter. Highly, highly recommended. I posted this past week. If there's one band that I still want to take on the road, again, I play bass, so I got no pull. But hey, bosses, listen. I know y'all like Demon Hunter too.
Yeah.
Please give me some friends on the road, please. I want to hang out with people when we get out there.
And to Chris's point that he plays bass, remember that moment when some of the guys from Journey, like a year ago, some of the guys from Journey were like, we should have you open for Journey in, I think it was Portland, Oregon or something, because they didn't have an opening act in Portland. And I was like, no shit. And they go, yeah, just ask the tour manager. And I go to the tour manager and I said, hey, so the guys were talking about, I'm a comedian. I just opened for Pantera and I've opened for Metallica. I've opened for System of a Down. And I guess you guys don't have an opener. And he goes, who said this? And I said, Todd Jensen.
What's Todd play?
Bass.
Yep.
And that's exactly what the tour manager said. He goes, Todd plays bass. I was like, God damn, I thought that was just a Chris Kale joke. That was a real life thing that happened.
It is. Why do you think I had to go on stand-up comedy? So I can get some fucking respect.
And not going to get it in comedy. Come see us in Cincinnati, Auckland, New Zealand, Australia, and Green Bay and Anaheim.
Yep.
Anaheim is going to be NAMM show weekend in January, and we'll see you guys on the next episode of Beardo and Weirdo.
Demon Hunter.